And as you heard on The Watch, there is something big starting this Thursday and running through Sunday. K-State Theater is presenting the musical Guys and Dolls at McCain Auditorium. And we have two members of the cast here in the studio to talk about the upcoming performance. Welcome Kristi Mason and Chelsey Fritch. So tell me a little bit about what the play is.
Well, the show's set back in the 1930s in New York, and it's the stories of gamblers and missionaries coming together, and along the way, Sarah Brown finds, played by Kristi, finds love, unexpected love in a gambler, and tries to convert all of New York City to God. And my story with falling in love is with Nathan Detroit, who finds himself constantly in trouble with the law and with gambling, and how they both clean up their acts, basically.
How long does it take to prepare for something like this?
Well, we've been rehearsing for 2.5 months almost now, but it can span anywhere from a month and a half to what we're doing right now. So,
tell me a little bit about how it starts, like the auditions and then going into that, like the actual play itself.
Well, like you audition and then you get callbacks and stuff, but mostly when the first rehearsals are, the first rehearsal, basically the very first one, is when you just go through the play and, you know, kind of talk about what does your character want, why does it want it, and your goals through the whole scene and stuff. And then after that is done, you start going into the music and learning and preparing for that. And then after that is done, you start doing the dances. And then once we get done with all those processes, we start working on putting it together and how they all fit together. How
do you manage that in school? How do you do all that?
That's a good question.
It's just, I think, being in the music theater world, I think it's something you just kind of learn how to do, because you'll always be doing that. Even if you choose to go into the professional world, you'll always be balancing a job and auditions. So it's just, it's multitasking and learning to use your time wisely.
Right. Tell me about your specific roles, both of you.
Well, I play the character Sarah Brown, who is this girl that is so set on her ways, and she works at the Save a Soul Mission, which is on Broadway, and she tries to convert every gambler, every sinner around. And then along the way, this guy named Sky Masterson comes along, and he has a bet that he can't take me to Havana, Cuba. And so we had this big scene of how he's not what I want, and then we just go into this whole thing of, you know, opposites attract. And so by the end of the play, we start falling for each other.
That sounds like a lot of fun. What's your character?
I'm the comedic relief in there. I do some funny stuff, and I'm a burlesque dancer is basically what it is. And I've been engaged for 14 years, and it's my story of how I finally managed to tie my boyfriend down. So,
were you nervous about playing that kind of role? Was that?
A little bit, but it's with practice. It's no really big deal. So.
Well, that's great. That's really good. I hope you guys have a lot of fun in it, and thank you so much for coming in today. We appreciate it. Remember, you can watch Guys and Dolls this Thursday, Friday, and Saturday at 7:30 p.m., as well as on Sunday at 2:30 in the afternoon. Tickets are on sale at McCain Auditorium, so go get yours now.